Have you ever stopped to think that maybe your life isn't actually yours? That the way you eat, the way you scroll, the first thought that enters your head when you wake up, none of that is conscious. You're not living by choice. You're living by programming. But it's not code you wrote. It's code your family injected. Code society uploaded. Code you copied unconsciously while calling it personality. And now, you say you lack motivation? You say you can't stay consistent? You wonder why you keep resetting. Even when your goals are crystal clear, the truth is brutal. // you don't lack fire. You lack structure. You've never programmed yourself. You've only executed defaults. Every man carries the seeds of greatness, but not every man grows them. Because not every man learns to plant them in habit. You may have goals. You may scream affirmations into the mirror. You may write a vision on your wall. But if your daily habits don't match that identity, it doesn't matter what you want. What matters is what you repeat. See, success is never about one decision. It's about choosing the same thing over and over and over until the world knows who you are before you open your mouth. Success isn't a destination. // it's a rhythm. It's what you do when no one's watching. It's what you repeat when no one claps. And the strongest men, they stopped relying on motivation a long time ago. They run systems, not inspiration. They don't feel like it. They do it anyway because discipline is now part of their code. Even when motivation fades, even when fear whispers, even when fatigue screams not today, their system still executes. The average man thinks success is about one big move. The powerful man knows it's about tiny acts of precision, done obsessively until they become part of his breath. That's not discipline. That's automation. I've studied the most relentless performers, billionaires, presidents, founders, warriors. You know what I found? It's not brilliance. It's not background. It's not even drive. It's structure. Michael Dell built his empire in a dorm room, not by waiting for inspiration, but by waking up every single day and optimizing systems, reviewing numbers, sharpening the edge. He didn't hope for greatness. He engineered it. So let me ask you, when you wake up, what's the first thing you do? Is it guided by who you want to become? Or are you still reacting to who you've always been? You say you want success? Cool, but your behavior, that's the real application form. Every repetition, every yes to the hard thing, every no to the easy exit, you're casting a vote, not for a result, but for a self-image. And the more votes you cast, the stronger that identity becomes, until it no longer feels like effort. It feels like // you. You're not trying to be disciplined. You are the disciplined one. You're not pretending to be focused. You embody focus. And here's what no one told you. Once your identity shifts, you don't have to try anymore. You just have to be. Your subconscious is listening. It doesn't judge. It doesn't debate. It obeys the commands you repeat. So what are you teaching it? Are you saying, I always fall off? I never finish things? I'm just not built like that? Then don't be surprised when your life matches that script. But if you want to break the loop, start programming new instructions. Say, I don't miss. I follow through. This is who I am. And then, prove it. One task, one repetition, one moment of resistance where you say, // not today. I'm done negotiating with weakness. Because when that starts happening, you're not chasing success. You're becoming the kind of man success has no choice but to follow. Let me be honest with you. You don't lack willpower. You're just too used to negotiating with your feelings. You know exactly what you need to do. You've written the checklist. You've repeated your goals. You've visualized the outcome. But when it's time to actually do the thing, you start bargaining. I'm tired. I'm not in the right mindset. It's okay if I skip just once. You think that's logic. It's not. It's an old identity, pulling you back into default mode. Every time you surrender to that voice, you cast another vote for inconsistency. You reinforce a self-image that says, I can be talked out of my own future. Let's be real. Your biggest enemy isn't laziness. It's emotion-led decision-making. You're letting how you feel decide what you do. And as long as you run your life like that, your goals will always take a backseat to your mood. That's not how power works. That's how average survives. You don't rise by managing emotions. You rise by engineering conditions. So stop asking, do I feel like doing it today? Start asking, what system makes this inevitable? Want focus? Turn off every notification. Put your phone in a different room. Use tools that block temptation. Make distraction inconvenient. Want discipline? Design friction around failure. Make it harder to break your rules than to follow them. This is structure, and structure always wins when motivation fails. Success doesn't care how you feel. It responds to how you're built. It's not about pushing harder. It's about making the right choice the easiest one to make. That's not weak. That's genius. You're not supposed to fight your willpower every day. You're supposed to build an environment that makes quitting feel foreign. Your habits aren't weak. Your environment is just lazy. Look around. Is your room aligned with your standards? Is your calendar reflecting your priorities? Is your social circle supporting your momentum or draining your energy? Because if your environment contradicts your ambition, you'll always feel like you're swimming upstream. But when your space is aligned, when your triggers are clean, your friction is low, your routines are visible, you don't need motivation. You just need to show up. The highest performers, they don't try harder. They just remove more nonsense. No unnecessary clicks. No wasted decisions. No emotional debate. Just structure. Just clarity. Just execution. Every morning, they wake up and they already know what to do, why it matters, and what happens if they skip. Because they're not running off willpower. They're running off design. Let me say it again. You're not trying to become productive. You're trying to become a man who defaults to productivity. You're not chasing energy. You're eliminating the things that drain it. And that is where transformation happens. See, your subconscious, it loves repetition. It doesn't care if something is good or bad. It just installs what you repeat. So if you repeatedly delay, if you repeatedly start late, if you repeatedly abandon commitments, then your subconscious locks it in. It turns hesitation into habit. But here's the good news. The same system can be overwritten. Deliberately, consciously, powerfully. It starts with one command. // this is not who I am anymore. Say it. Then act on it. Then say it again. Then do it again. Because identity is built like muscle. Through reps. Through tension. Through consistency. You're not just doing the habit. You're becoming the man who doesn't skip. Who doesn't negotiate. Who doesn't need a cheerleader. Because he made a decision once. And kept proving it. So here's your new standard. No more letting emotions drive the car. Let structure steer. Let systems carry the weight. Let identity anchor your day. Until doing the right thing feels like breathing. That's not control. That's / freedom. Let's stop calling it laziness when it's just bad design. You think you're undisciplined, but you're actually unstructured. Every action you repeat has been triggered by something. You didn't scroll because you're weak. You scrolled because your phone was within reach. You didn't skip the gym because you don't care. You skipped because there was no reminder, no visual anchor, no system to pull you in. You didn't lose the day because you lacked drive. You lost it because your environment whispered, it's okay to delay. So hear this, you're not fighting your habits. You're fighting your surroundings. Until you build an environment that makes success easier than failure, you will always feel like you're losing. That's not a you problem. That's a design flaw. So start here. Make success obvious. Want to read more? Put the book on your pillow every morning. Want to exercise daily? Lay out your clothes the night before. Want to write every day? Open your laptop and load a blank page before you go to bed. These aren't small tricks. They're behavioral cues. They're triggers. And in the world of high performance, Triggers are everything. Because your brain isn't logical. It's habitual. It runs scripts. Scripts you wrote, consciously or not. And every cue in your environment either reinforces your identity or rewires it. You're not living randomly. You're living by instructions, most of which you didn't write. Until now. You want to win? Start authoring the damn code. Put your future on your calendar. Paste your goals on your door. Build visual anchors into your room so that everywhere you look, you're reminded who you are becoming. You want to win? Kill friction. Make bad habits inconvenient. Delete apps. Hide remotes. Schedule work blocks. Wear noise-canceling headphones. Block access to mediocrity. Make the wrong choice feel foreign. Make the right one feel automatic. This isn't obsessive. It's strategic. You're not being extreme. You're being efficient. Because if your system isn't helping you, it's hurting you. And I'm tired of hearing people say, just be more consistent. Consistency isn't magic. It's engineering. When you make good decisions easy, they repeat themselves. When you make bad decisions hard, they die out. This is called behavioral architecture. And it's how the best in the world stay in flow, long after their motivation is gone. Let me show you how it works. You want to focus? Then set a rule. No phone enters the workspace. Period. You want clarity? Then review your goals every morning for 2 minutes. Let your day submit to your vision, not your emotions. You want to avoid regret? Then design a night routine that reflects your values, not your exhaustion. You want to live on fire? Then automate the ignition. This is how high performers operate. They don't rely on feelings. They rely on flow paths. And they understand one core principle. // structure drives freedom, and chaos consumes it. If you're tired of waking up anxious, stop relying on willpower. Start relying on design. Build systems that don't need reminders. Create patterns that run whether or not you feel ready. Because when your environment is optimized, your behavior becomes effortless. And when your behavior becomes effortless, your success becomes inevitable. You don't rise by force. You rise by removing friction. And that's the work, not more effort. More architecture, not more hustle. More design. So today, don't push harder. Just remove one point of failure. Fix one trigger. Block one distraction. Schedule one window of focus. And then repeat. Because when your world is aligned, when your routines support your vision, and when your identity matches your surroundings, you stop chasing greatness. You walk into it. You don't need to add more habits. You need to install a new identity. Let me be clear. You're not trying to wake up early. You're becoming the kind of man who doesn't sleep through purpose. You're not trying to be consistent. You're becoming the kind of man who follows through no matter what. You're not trying to force focus. You're becoming the kind of man whose presence commands attention because he gives it to himself first. That shift is everything. Because when identity changes, behavior follows automatically. There's something called the law of congruence. It states this. Your behavior will always try to match your self-image. So if deep down, you still believe you're unreliable, guess what? You'll break promises. You'll skip workouts. You'll procrastinate, not because you want to, but because your subconscious is trying to protect the old story. That's why surface level change doesn't last. You can journal. You can meal prep. You can buy the course. But if your self-image stays stuck, your system will reject the upgrade. You can't outperform the identity you haven't installed. So how do we fix it? By making your new identity louder than your old one. Not in words, in proof. In // repetition. You want to be disciplined? Then show up again. And again. And again. Until even your doubt gets tired. Every time you complete a task, you cast a vote for who you are. And enough votes, they become truth. Not motivation. Not affirmation. / truth. Here's your mantra now. I don't need to feel like it. I just need to prove it. And proof is built in small, daily, boring actions, repeated with the intensity of someone who's done being average. Stop waiting for belief. Let behavior come first. Belief will follow. Your mind isn't looking for inspiration. It's looking for evidence. So give it some. Wake up early, even if you're tired. Say no to distraction, even when no one is watching. Follow through, even when it's not convenient. Every one of those actions whispers to your brain, this is who we are now. And the more you whisper, the louder the signal gets. Until you no longer ask, should I do this? You just do it. You don't debate your identity. You just express it. This is where success becomes default. Not because the world changed, but because you did. You no longer live in the land of trying. You live in the land of being. And here's the beauty. You don't have to feel confident to act confident. You just act. And let your brain catch up. That's not faking. That's formatting. You're formatting your operating system to match the man you're becoming. Not the man who hesitates. Not the man who quits. Not the man who overthinks every move. You're becoming the man who executes, even before he fully believes it. That's what transformation looks like. Not emotion, repetition, not hype, proof, not effort, identity. So stop asking, what do I need to do today? Start asking, what would the future version of me do right now? Then do that, and repeat it tomorrow, and again, until the repetition is so deep, it stops being habit, and becomes nature. That's when it gets scary for everyone else, because now, you're not chasing greatness. You are it. By now, if you follow this far, you're not the same. You're no longer just a man of potential. You're a man of practice. You're not chasing results. You're constructing them. Brick by brick. Standard by standard. Routine by routine. But now comes the real test. Not in starting your habits, but in making them immortal. See, anyone can build routines for a month, some even for a year, but very few ever go so deep that their habits become part of their / character. That's the final threshold, the moment success stops being something you perform and starts becoming the thing you can't shut off, when it's no longer effort, it's identity, it's no longer pressure, it's precision, it's no longer optional. It's who you are. That's what we're after. And that only happens when your habits are built on values, not goals. Values, because goals come and go. Values don't. If you value integrity, you will never abandon the routines that make you proud in silence. If you value mastery, you will never skip the reps when no one's watching. If you value growth, you'll return to the fundamentals, especially when it gets boring. When your habits reflect what you believe, not just what you want, they become untouchable. You become untouchable. The battle ends, the war calms, and the world starts to move with you. But don't misunderstand, this doesn't mean you coast, because the moment you stop evolving your habits, your old self comes knocking. You can't coast. There is no neutral. You're either upgrading or decaying. And if you let just one bad habit back in, one standard drop, one compromise slide, it won't stop there. It will multiply. So you must remain focused, not paranoid, not obsessed, but / alert. Because when your habits are pure, your mind is sharp. When your standards are high, your decisions are fast. When your identity is aligned, your results are automatic. And when your foundation is built on truth, you become unshakable. So now, let me speak directly to that voice in your head that still wonders, well, what if I fail again? What if I fall off? What if I slip back into old patterns? Here's exactly what you tell it. Even if I fall, I rise again. Even if I miss, I return stronger. Even if it takes time. I'm not stopping until my habits match the man I was born to be. That kind of decision silences doubt. That kind of persistence rewires fate. That kind of consistency reshapes DNA. And that is how you become a force, not by being perfect, but by staying powerful, by staying present, by staying relentless. So let me say it all again, plain and direct. White heavy check mark, your habits shape your identity. White heavy check mark, your identity governs your destiny. White heavy check mark, your subconscious obeys repetition, not intention. White heavy check mark, your structure creates freedom. White heavy check mark, your standards outlast motivation. And most importantly, you are not just capable of transformation. You are forward slash responsible for it. This is the work. This is the blueprint. But only you can walk it. So choose. Right now. Not tomorrow. Not after I feel better. Now. Write one standard. Commit to one behavior. Protect one non-negotiable. And then follow through. Not because you want to, but because you said you would. Say it with me. This is who I am now. And tomorrow, say it again and again until saying it is no longer necessary. Because now you live it. That is how success becomes automatic. That is how identity becomes bulletproof. That is how you walk into every room, every test, every opportunity with the calm, steady confidence of a man who doesn't need to chase greatness because he already embodies it. If this message snapped something awake in you, then prove it. Don't scroll away. Hit the like as a signal to yourself. Subscribe if you're serious about staying in this rhythm. And drop one sentence in the comments. This is who I am now. Because I'm watching. But more importantly, you are. And that's the only accountability that ever lasts.